to be doing a quick full face. So how I would do my makeup if I'm in a rush but I want a full face with the concealer, the contour, all the works. Before I begin, if you could please like, subscribe, comment any videos that you'd like. Thank you. So I'm gonna just start with how I would do my makeup in a rush, even though I want a full face. First thing I do always eyebrows. That doesn't change. You guys have probably seen me do my eyebrows a million times now. I brush through the hairs. You can tell I'm really rushing, can't you? I'm actually sweating, like I need to open the window. Nothing gets me sweatier than getting ready in a rush. Brush through the eyebrow hairs primarily. Yeah, so they're not messy, but they're not neat, so they need a little bit of work. I'm gonna line my brows first with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony. What I'm gonna do that is sketch out the tail and anywhere where there's a gap. Like I'm gonna connect it back into the main brow. I'm just flattening the brush by pressing the brush with the product in the lid. See, I've done a very light line now. I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. I am gonna speed through this makeup because yeah, it's a quick look and I'm actually in a rush as well. I'm also going to line the top. Concentration as well. And now we're going to use the Anastasia Brow Freeze, nothing new. Eyebrows are done. Sorry about the silence. I'm going to conceal them now. Too Faced Butterscotch with a little bit of sand. I'm going to be mixing with the M244 brush, which is also the same brush that I'm going to be concealing my eyebrows with. I'm not going to be doing any eyeshadow with this look, so I don't want the concealer to be too bright at all. Rough. I absolutely hate my brows today, but we're gonna move on because I really don't have that much time at all. So I've finished them, but not really because I absolutely hate them and I want to jump. So I'm going to blend this out. Blend, blend, blend. God, I hate these eyebrows. What? I gotta start again. I can't go out with eyebrows like these. Ugh. I need to restart. Right, I'm gonna get a baby wipe. I can't. I'm running late as well. Like, I don't have time for things to be going wrong, honestly. So I don't need to wipe off my whole lid, obviously, but I just need to wipe off the brows, like where I've concealed up to there. Like, I will like focus on the beginning. These are water wipes. They're really good for your face, especially if you have sensitive skin. But should I cut this out or should I leave it there? I don't know. It's real. Like, sometimes you just hate your makeup. I still don't really like my eyebrows, but I'm just gonna go from here. Because I'm not doing that eyeshadow, I don't want a thick base at all. It does get quite quick now, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our face first. I'm going to use a bit of the Embryolisse cream. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure, so don't hold my word for it. I'm just gonna put a little bit all over the face, a bit on my forehead. I haven't moisturised my face in quite a few hours, so this will just add a bit more moisture before I prime. There we go. I've got a bit of gel in my hair, so actually doesn't interfere. I'm gonna add a bit more on my upper lip because I've been having dry skin, so I'm just gonna, yeah, be a bit generous. The next step would be primer. Hangover primer by Too Faced. Nice, skin's feeling good, everything's better again. Prep spray from Maven Beauty. It's rose water prep spray. Gonna apply foundation. The first thing I'm going to do is carve out my brows, as I always do. I'm going to apply on my hand. Alright. So I'm doing it roughly, and then I'm gonna obviously go in with the mirror and do it closely. Carved out lovely. Eyebrows are carved out. Now I'm just going to apply foundation the rest of my face with the same brush, because why not? Give it some purpose, right? I'm going to get a sponge to pick up the rest that's on my hand, like almost wipe it off. Put it around places like my nose that don't need a lot. That don't need a whole application. I'm gonna go in with another pump actually. Hope none went on my top. I mean, I'm not wearing it, but stilly. I'm going to blend with a brush. God, what's all these loose hairs doing out the bonnet? This looks absolutely immaculate, if you ask me. I hope it looks immaculate on the camera too. Just like how my actual skin looks underneath, like the prep was really good. I go over my eyelids actually to like tone down the concealer. It's not applying concealer, it's not applying foundation under my eyes, but I am, because I'm kind of blending over it. As long as you blend it fine, it just doesn't matter. I think this step is really important if you're going to have no eyeshadow. It just really adds that warmth back into your eyes, but still gives you those carved out brows that you want. Carved out. Any areas that I feel like are patchy or overly shiny, which means there's a lot of product on the skin, I'm going to blend over again. And then around my laugh lines as well. Don't want everything to be thick. And because you're going quickly, it just gives you less work to do. Now that's looking good, I'm going to get a bit of setting spray. Just helps the whole process. Concealer time. To highlight, I'm going to use butterscotch and sand. It's going to be, I'd say, a 50-50 mixture in terms of colouring, how much I'm using of each. Forehead, chin, under my mouth. I'm gonna add the rest under my eyes. Okay, so we've got the concealer back on my eyes. Instead of blending that straight away, I'm going to apply some contour. gives it a chance to set, it gives you a fuller coverage. Going in with the Revolution foundation stick in F16, I am going to dip my contour brush into it and apply like that instead of applying the stick straight onto my skin. It just gives a lighter application. This contour is quite dark. I don't want my face to look super bronze and then it will just end up making everything look very one-dimensional. Yeah, so I'm gonna apply that to my jaw, cheekbones, a little bit on my chin, and then I'm gonna draw directly onto my nose. I'll do that. Do my nose tip as well. You don't need a lot of cream contour because you're going to do the whole shabam. You're going to put bronzer on. It will all work out in the end, I promise. Nose contour. Yeah, so I'm just going to blend into my edges, even though I've got my hair done, so I'm being a bit more careful than normal. But still rushing. I'm still in a rush. I'm going to do my jaw, around my chin. Now I'm going to blend my concealer. Swipe to spread, dab to melt. And because I haven't put my eyelashes on, I can just go over and blend over my lid as well. I don't have to worry about it not blending in. You want to re-blend it because it will be creased up by the time you're done. That's alright. Check closer up. I'm gonna blend the nose concealer quite carefully, but it doesn't really need to be that careful as long as you don't try to get the contour in it. This is where I contour my nose. I look down into a mirror. I kind of flex my face down. I draw it back into the eyebrow. Okay, so that's alright actually. And then I'm gonna go across. It makes like a button. Happy with that nose contour. What I'm going to do is blend the bottom contour around the whole nose. I'm actually going to use the big contour brush to blend as well. Only a little bit because I don't want to mess up the line. And it gets off the excess products, then you can kind of go around the rest of your face, disperse it, you know, making sure the concealer hasn't gone over where it needs to be. As I have a round face, my concealer shouldn't go too far out because I'm going to accentuate the fact that I've got a wide face, whereas I want to keep my face centered. I want it to be more elongated. Now I'm happy with that nose contour. I'm going to get a sponge and blend over it with not too much, but enough so the product isn't just sitting on there ready to slide off. That's good. Back in with the concealer. I've actually blended in quite a straight line, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it up too much. I'm going to blend the edges of my concealer. Especially my forehead because I really don't want a lot. I'm gonna brighten my under eye, which I absolutely love now. So in trend. I'm using natural beige. really brighten my under eyes. I'm going to leave that to set for a second as well. I'm going to blend over most things, especially the concealer on my forehead, because I don't need that to be super bright. That's just to add dimension. It doesn't need to show up in my makeup. I'd rather it didn't. I'm going to go over the concealer on my chin and my upper lip. Yep. Now I'm going to blend out the bright concealer. See how that's really brightening my face. I'm gonna go up to the sides of my nose with it as well to clean that up. It's very quick to do the base when you don't have any eye makeup, because you don't have anything to really miss or worry about. I'm going to set my under eyes first. Ooh, double checking that it's blended. Going over the entire lid, of course, because we didn't do that before like I normally do. Not too much on my upper lip because I've got dry skin right now. But just the Laura Mercier where I've got powder, where I've got concealer. I'm gonna get the Anastasia. Going in with that Anastasia powder to really brighten my under eyes. Notice how I'm not going all the way down my face, I'm just doing like the top. I'm going to bake the sides of my nose with the Laura Mercier one again because I don't want that to be too bright. Going in with my deep blender. Make sure you blend the powders into each other. I know it doesn't sound like something you need to do, but you do. I'm going in with the RCMA powder. It looks white, but it's actually very translucent. The most transparent powder I've come across. Get a little bit of that, like dusting it off. Set everywhere that's not contour or concealer. So underneath here, because there's no product there. Kind of around my concealer and my contour, where around my mouth area. Again, I won't be putting too much powder around there because of how dry the skin is, but I'm going to be baking my lifelines as always. And I'm going to dust it away straight away. You don't want it to set, even though it does like literally dust away, as you can see. I'm going with my lids as well because I feel like there's not enough on there. The last part of setting, oh god, I've got powder everywhere. I'm going to get bronzer and go over my contour. Go over my eyelids as well, just to add a bit of colour. I'm going to blend with my foundation brush a bit. I'm going to leave my under eye for a second because it doesn't need to go anywhere for now. I'm going to get a bit of setting mist. Get a bit of blush. I'm happy with that amount, quite a lot actually. I'm going to blend over it naturally. Now I'm going to prep my eyelashes. Because I'm going to have these big lashes on, you don't want to be dusting away powder while you do that. So I'm going to actually dust away powder now. Not all of the nose contour though, because I still want it as like a guideline to do my highlighting on my nose bridge. And I'm pressing in that powder as well. Not some random thing here, I have no clue what it is, but whatever it is, it doesn't like being dry. Almost finished with the makeup. I'm going to put eyelashes on. I'm going to do some highlight right now while the glue dries. I'm using the Inglot highlighter as I've always used. See, nothing's different really about makeup, to be honest. Some under my eyebrows. Nose bridge first because that's the brush I found first. Getting this really in the center. Oh, that's enough for the nose. That's one. Yep, a bit of mascara and then we're good to go. I don't feel like glitter today. Oh, I'm gonna check in a different mirror if it's all blended, and then I'm gonna set it. And a bit of highlighter, and that's the final look. The cute pigtails, I love this hairstyle. It's like the cutest thing I could do with my hair, in my opinion. Yeah, that's done. I hope you enjoyed. Super quick, super rubbish, but this is just the little things that I would do to speed up the process. You can do eyeshadow afterwards. Like, a lot of people do their eyeshadow after their base. I personally don't, unless it's super natural. And even then, I'd rather not, but you can. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.